Okay, so let's start our second adventure for the weekend after we free up a little bit of space on the camera. Okay, everyone, we got some space opened up on the camera here. So let's go explore Balanced Rock. Okay, everyone, now is the time you've been waiting for. We are finally here. And let's give you the look-see. There she is, Balanced Rock. We're going to go explore a little bit. I don't know how far up this hill we're actually going to make it, but we'll give it a try. Coop's excited to go. Alrighty, up we go. Now, according to what I found online, this feature was created 15 million years ago by volcanic eruptions. Supposedly, it's 48 foot tall. And right there, at the base, it is 3.5 foot by 7 foot, holding up that 40-ton chunk of rock. Back in the 1930s, a couple of brothers staged a photo shoot by climbing all the way to the top of that with a picnic set up, trying to get a claim to fame, which didn't work. But here's the scenery. As we're going up. Coop's off in the distance somewhere. There he is. He's much more agile at this than I am. We're not going to get very much closer, otherwise I'm not going to be able to really see it very well. But sometime pre-1974, that base right there was reinforced with concrete and rocks to help prevent damage from vandals and erosion. But it's all part of this little rock line right here. Beautiful. Okay, here we are, folks. Parallel to the balanced rock. So hard to believe, even though it's reinforced right there, as that 40-ton piece of rock still sits there. And yes, I'm winded. That was a rough hike up here. Even Cooper's pissed off about it. But here it all is. Balanced rock, Castleford, Idaho. Just to give you an idea of actually how far up we really are. Let's try doing this without falling. Right down there is my truck. Trusty old David. Looks like a little Hot Wheels toy from here. Yep. And right up there, as you will see in the thumbnail photo for this, and I'll put it in the video, is where the two brothers set up their picnic photo shoot. Alright, now comes the fun part, heading back down. Look at this little ham. Cooper. Look at that big smile he's got. Just sitting here having some General Tso's for lunch. And notice I got a little lunch friend. Little lizard sunning himself on the rocks. I don't want to get up and go over there because Cooper will get up and scare him. Plus I'll scare him. It's kind of cool. First time actually seeing a lizard in the wild out swimming. Our little star is a little upset because he took an unexpected dip in the stream, aka he fell in. Now he's all wet and he's not happy about it. Let's go explore back behind the campsites, off of the actual park property. Me and Coop have already been back this way to a certain extent when we were picking up firewood. before we go much further, check that beautifulness out. Let's go back over here. Give you a better view down the canyon. Look at that. Okay, now we can continue on. Now this here is not part of Rock Creek Park. This is all BLM land back here. What are you doing, Coops? Up here we got a little overhang, or small cave, I guess you could call it. And of course, you know, kids gotta be kids and graffiti everything. But someone obviously made it a campsite. Which, if it wasn't for all these rocks, it'd actually make a pretty dang good campsite. Out of the wind. Protect from the rain. Let's continue our explore. Canyon face across the stream. Now when we were out here collecting firewood last night, there was a gentleman came out, climbed all the way up that. That's just crazy if you ask me. But I guess to each their own. Got ourselves a nice little crevice right there. Probably be pretty good for climbing up, for those who are into it. Looks like we've got a little cave up there too, up the top. Just some absolutely amazing rock formations. And of course Cooper's way ahead of us, like, where you coming? Here's a look back towards the camp area. That's interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll zoom in. There appears to be a box up there. What do you say we go check it out? Okay, so it ended up not being a box. Poor thing. It's a puppy doggy grave. That way down there is our camp. What do you say we continue on? I am noticing, however, across the way, a whole lot of these little holes or caves or dens or nests or whatever you want to call them. They're all over the place. Even a few of them up around the bend over there. Can't help but wonder if that's natural or somehow Native Americans got up there and did that. But there doesn't seem to be any, really, on this side. And yeah, we stopped for a quick break. It would be real interesting to know if Native Americans made this little canyon their home. What do you know, Terry? I'm out hiking. And see, here's some more of those openings. Wonder what they are. Well, it looks like here is where the trail ends. Can't go any further. Right down here to the water. Depth definitely makes you feel small and insignificant. This is where the trail ends. Turn around and go back to camp and relax. If anything else interesting shows up or piques interest, we'll see you there. Well, we're out here on our way back to camp. And our little Star Cooper is being stalked by a hawk.